The Hopi cosmology presents the history of the world, the patterns of history of the world, our planet, and we had a presentation about the ocean and how we're all connected by the ocean. We're also connected by the earth, as we are all children of the earth. Here's the United States. Now, in contrast with natural reality, which is the planet, we also have the constructed reality of inventions, such as nations and everything else that is an invention in the world. So here's the United States, and here's Arizona, the Four Corners area. The Hopi people live in the corner of Arizona, and they are the longest occupied settlements and never relocated. Of all the Indian peoples in the United States, the Hopi may be the only one that has not been relocated. The Hopi are dedicated to cultivating corn as their staple food, and they do it by depending entirely on rain. So here's a cornfield which is grown between the mesas, between the villages, and the purpose of the ceremonies is to propitiate rain. And here is a photo of a village at the edge of a mesa. This is back in time, is not a current condition. The current villages many of them are falling in disrepair and being rebuilt with cinder block, which is a shame. The beauty of the natural world is being lost. Here's a kiva and a ladder, which represents the emergence of people. And you see here, when we talk about the petroglyph, the emergence is described as having happened in the area of the Grand Canyon, and the ladder is a symbol of the emergence of people into this dimension that we're in right now. Here we see Hopi women, and you see the hairdo. I think that's what was used as inspiration for the Star Wars princess, right? So the women are, of course, a very special role in the culture, and they are the mothers of the children. And the children here, all these pictures, as obviously you can tell, they're back in time. It's not what it looks like today, which is, to my judging, is unfortunate. They're being modernized. Here we see some of the dancers. A lot of these dancers are disappearing. The priest dancers, the snake priest dancers, something that is not done anymore. The snake dance is particularly central in the prayers for the rain. And people say Indians make rain, but I've seen it done. These are rattles that are used in the dances. That one represents the solar or male principle of nature. This is the earth or female principle, and I put them at the top of your drawing. This drawing was carried by a man named Thomas Benyaka, and I accompanied him around the United States making presentations about the prophecies. This is the entire petroglyph as it's printed on a rock. The original rock was dynamited by the army when our United States Army invaded the villages to kidnap children, to send them to government and missionary schools, so that to separate them from their culture and their villages. The first figure here at the bottom, you can look at your drawing, represents the spirit of the world, or the guardian of life, and is holding a staff, which is the staff of life. And it is as if it were the soul or the spirit of the planet. Then this figure represents the world of materials, where resources are obtained. And the cross represents the dualism, and the symbol, the circle, is holistic, whole abstractions: liberty, freedom, love, life, as abstractions. This rectangle here represents the history of the world. The two circles are the shakings of the earth in our time, First World War, Second World War. These three figures up here are called the sorcerers or inventors, who make the road of invention using the resources of the world. And you can see that that line is not connected directly to the staff of life. The fourth figure is climbing stairs. So the path of invention leads to the stairway to riches and power. And this line goes up into space, and they say the last invention would be a crystal house in the sky, which is supposed to be the space colony. And the reason that the heads appear not connected is that these people who invent and are living in this fantasy world of invention don't remember their bodies. It's like they're entirely living in the mind. Then below that, we see this circle that is not complete. That's called the Great Mystery Egg, and is associated with fire, maybe global warming and other conditions associated with fire. Then there is I missed to tell you about the plants of corn, and those are the way that the situation can be resolved by restoring the fertility of the earth. And this figure represents that old age, walking with a walking stick that has leaves. That's wisdom, fertility, and creativity in old age. This is the pattern on which all of this is based, which is the pattern of a seed's development. If the seed continues to expand at maturity, it just dies and disappears, and it does not return to the earth for regeneration. So this is the way that this way of life is maintained, is represented by the Hopi shield, which is the community of life, the four seasons: father, mother, children, community, nature. And this is my own design, I forgot to put the line in the middle there, which is the way that people pray in all directions, above, below, making 7 points. So I call that the omnidirectional awareness, or all-inclusive consciousness symbol. So this is the completed petroglyph. And on your page, I added also some other figures to give you some ideas about my meditations on those symbols.